Chapter 9. I'm really sorry for all that's happened. Natural pause to the situation. The conference meeting, losing Thunter. It's taken me time to also get through it as well. Everything happened so quick. It's hard to really process everything, Natural said in a low, soft tone. Natural was always the type to have some wisdom to say, to uplift the situation. But this time, he looks more grounded, as if he has nothing to say other than to feel sympathy. And even then, he doesn't know what Natural is thinking or feeling. This new robot you made. I honestly wished I was the first one to know, Natural said, teasing Netro a bit, trying to lighten the mood, as Netro chuckled. Well, Roxy and the others beat you to it, Netro said, teasing back.
Hey, don't forget me. Plus, at least I was the one who saw everything about this robot,
Turfix said, and Roxy thumped him on his head. Actually, I was the first one to find out about his gender. Roxy coughed at the situation. Then Netro interrupted them all. Okay, but let's figure out what I do till then, Netro said, while looking at NEX2's vitals on the screen. Well, until then, I'm gonna go, Natural said. And don't worry, my mouth is sealed about this, Natural said, leaving. And right when he was about to leave, Sasha showed up. Oh, Natural. Unexpecting to see you here, she said, surprised to see him, and she then looks at Netro. I'm assuming Unknown said yes? Sasha asked, while Natural looks at Netro, then at her. With my help, he went after NEX2, Natural said, then Sasha nodded. That's some good news. Now, what about bringing him back? Sasha said, in a normal tone. He will have to figure out a way back, Natural said, as Sasha was dumbstruck by what he said. You're kidding. What do you mean he'll have to find his way back? Sasha said, worried, and Natural looked down. Once I cast my writing into narration, and I say the words out loud, I'm only allowed to say what is sacred, Natural said, softly explaining. What about Blue Light the Dragon? Isn't he able to cross at the speed of light? Sasha said, thinking of a solution for Unknown.
Yeah, but it's in his name. Speed of light, Sasha,
Turfix said to her in a sarcastic tone, but then Sasha face-palmed. Speed of light is not in his name, you idiot. It's his ability, Sasha said, rolling her eyes at Turfix, of his goofiness.
Liar. Then how come it's in his name then, huh?
Turfix said to her as she shook her head. That's because it's the last part of his name, Blue Light. Now do you get it, you soul machine? Sasha said to Turfix, debating him. But even then, can the dragon travel that far? Roxy asked Natural, but he then looked down. Yeah, he can cross at the speed of light, but I'm sorry to let you guys down, but he has never been able to travel interdimensional, Natural said, feeling cast down. It's okay. We'll figure out a way to get Unknown and NEX2 back. Until then, Netro was interrupted by a familiar voice. Your ass needs to shut down and sign off on a lot of papers, Mr. Yarazo said, smirking, while walking with his hands in his pocket, with the robot, Justice and Corporation, by his side. I have a judicial dissolution to have you shut down now, so pack up your things and get out, he said, in a very mean tone. Hey, you cannot do that. It hasn't been several months. We still need time to get our things out, Roxy said, agitated by Mr. Yarazo. Not my problem. You should have thought of that before making unwanted machines, he said as Turfix spoke.
Is he talking about me?
Turfix confused as Mr. Yarazo caught his eyes on Turfix. Damn right. I'm talking about you. You have no place existing on this earth, he said, very aggressive in Turfek's face, as Sasha stood between them. Anything else you want to say? My hand is itching to meet someone's face right now, she said, very annoyed by his antics. Mr. Yarazo thought twice, as he then backed up. Seems like you got friends that agree with your foolish methods, Netro. Sad to see he was brainwashed, he said, looking at Netro, as he then looked down. Look, we don't want any trouble. We're here to move his stuff. Actually, we were just about to before you showed up, Netro said, trying to help Netro cover his tracks. Where are you now? I don't see any boxes. It looks like nothing's been moved. Nothing but a messed up facility, he said. We just called a truck. They're taking their time to get here, Netro said, as Netro looked at him, nodding his head. Yeah, I was able to call them again, see if they were coming, Netro said, stuttering a bit, nervous. Don't care. Get your shit and get out of here. If I come back and you're still here, local police is just down the street, Mr. Yarazo said, walking away with him and his team. As Roxy looked at Netro. Let's just grab what we need and get out of this dump facility. It's taken too many punches over the years, she said, as Netro nodded. Thank you, Netro. It was quick thinking, he said, as Netro smiled. Just doing what I can, Netro said. I'll see you guys around, and I'll see what I can look into about universal travel, he said, as Netro nodded. While Netro was gone, Netro and Roxy began to pack up things they need. Netro gave all the power cord juice to Turfix and hurried up to leave.
Oh, power cord juice.
Turfix said, in love with the liquid, as Netro muttered, Suck on it too while you're at it, Netro said, as Turfix heard him and narrowed his eyes.
Very funny,
Turfix said, and while packing up a lot of things to remove from their lab, Netro called up another friend he knew named Leo, a lion. This big cat helped Netro back in the day in 2020. He helped figure out a way to stop that evil villain named Mothy. Ever since then, Leo has been doing his own thing, living his life in the way that he knew he was meant to. Seeing the death of Thunter made him feel like, instead of chasing love, to value his life more. But when Leo saw Netro, he got out of his truck and hugged him. Oh, it's so good to see you again, my fellow treasured friend, Leo said, as Netro nervously laughed as he let go. Leo was more majestic than Blue Light the Dragon, but more attached and affectionate. He never broke boundary, and had a lot of respect for Netro. It's sad to see Exonieer shut down. It's almost like it was yesterday when the love of my life broke up with me here, he said, venting as Roxy came out of nowhere. Get over it, she said, as he turned back. I have you know, I am very much over it, he said, folding his arms. Again, thanks a lot, Leo, for coming out here, Netro said, as he nodded. No problem. I am very happy to be a part of what you got going on, he said, smiling. Ever since Leo was involved with Netro's business, he's never lost excitement to be a part of what he does next, even if it's the end of Netro's robotic development. Half the day was already gone, and Netro was able to move all the boxes from Leo's truck to his apartment with the help of Roxy and Sasha. They forced Turfix and Leo to help them lift the heavy boxes. Netro was already unpacking certain things to get started on what he needed to do. Netro was unraveling these technological objects and equipment, and them just watching him be in his zone. He was able to get a holographic computer up and running in his own dining room. Thanks again for having me. I'm gonna go see about a coffee. You guys want anything? Leo said, asking as Roxy softly spoke. No thank you, I have too much already, she said kindly. A frap would be nice right now, thank you, Sasha said softly to Leo, as he excitedly smiled. A frap in no time, he said, smiling as he walked out the door. You did that to get him out, did you? Roxy said, But Sasha winked. Hey, if they offer, I can't help but make their pocket hurt just a little bit, she said, teasing, messing around. That's how we do it, Roxy said, chuckling as Sasha agreed. Oh, you bet, she replied, being sassy about it. While they were busy having their moment, Netro was able to modify a flat disk and make a holographic structure of nothing, as Roxy was now suspicious of him, because that nothing was about to turn into something. You said that we couldn't track Niextu. Why are you using the flat disk? She asked, concerned, as Netro pulled out a chip. Because, so that way, I can track where unknown is, he said, plugging the chip and turned it on, and created a crazy holographic structure, and pinpointed towards unknown's location, which was Universe 842003. And since he likes to be mysterious, Sasha, I went ahead and placed a tracker device on his jacket when he wasn't looking, Netro said, self-assured, as Sasha was impressed by his capabilities. Good. Tired of him being unable to find. Now, all we need is to figure out how we're gonna get there, Sasha said, feeling exasperated, and also pragmatic herself to get them back. Netro looks at Unknown's location, giving it a thought to process and hoping that he is doing okay, and that Niextu is safe in his hands. Please do whatever you have to do to keep him safe, Netro said in distress. Leo comes in with a coffee and Sasha's frap. He jaw drops seeing Unknown's location, then speaks. So that's what you guys were up to, he said, perceptive in his words, looking at the holographic map.